and welcome to the daily newspaper analysis, which is brought to you by LawSikho. Today, we will discuss a very interesting article which has been taken from the Indian Express about the privacy that has been attached with the Aadhar and what are the issues therein. And then we'll discuss the news update and the legal news for the day. So this article says that the Unique Identification Authority of India recently released a notice to sensitize, and which means to make the public aware about the privacy risks that could be caused from randomly sharing photocopies of Aadhar cards. However, please note here that the same notice has been withdrawn due to worries of same being misrepresented. Here, as we know, that many a times while we are buying a sim, we are checking into any hotel, we often give our either photocopy of our Aadhar card, or we simply give our Aadhar card in the real form itself. This says that here we should be very, very careful while we are supplying any such private information, because this can be severely misused by some people. So let's see that what actually this notice had stated. It stated that the public could use masked Aadhar cards and should not use public domain to download the same. So what basically are the masked Aadhar cards? So it has all the information that is there in our Aadhar card, but the last 4 digits are hidden, So it is not possible for the other person to access the information that is there in our Aadhar card. So that is why this notice stated that we should be making greater use of masked Aadhar cards, and we should not be using any kind of public domain to download the same, because this could, result in any kind of hacking for that matter. The release also stated that the movie halls and hotels shall not collect Aadhar data, and the same is a punishable offence under the Aadhar Act of 2016. But again, please remember that this notice has been withdrawn by the government now. So the press release was withdrawn, stating that normal prudence would suffice. So it says that now why it has been withdrawn, that people should be normally aware about it, and there might not be any need of specially making them aware, which I don't know. I think that people should be made aware, because many times we do not understand the consequences that can lead due to our acts of letting away our private data with such so much ease. So people started questioning the private organizations that had collected Aadhar data, and no information was available as to how they are stored, as to what are they actually doing of this information, how are they making sure that this information is being kept safe. So no any such information was being provided. So some of the steps that the user can, however, despite of every other thing, ensure to keep their Aadhar data safe are as follows. Firstly, two-factor authentication. Now, by two-factor authentication, what we mean is that here an OTP is sent to our mobile number and our primary email ID every time someone tries to access the same. So definitely, like for example, when we do any kind of online payments and otherwise as well, an OTP is sent to our mobile number, which is and to our mail as well. So which is basically a two-factor authentication, which is that the authentication will be done at 2 stages. So a masked Aadhar copy, as we were just discussing, that it is essential since the same has everything that has been there, that is there in an Aadhar card, except the last 4 digits of the Aadhar number, which can keep our data safe. Third, the biometric data can also be logged to prevent misuse of same, for example, our fingerprint, the retina scan, etc. And VID, or that is the virtual identity, where the system generates a 16-digit number which can be used instead of a 12-digit Aadhar number. So here, the Aadhar number will not be open to everyone's access. So the number expires as soon as it has been used once, unlike the Aadhar number, which stays the same for us. Let's see now, what do we have for the news updates today? Firstly, 17th Mumbai International Film Festival. So the oldest and largest film festival for the non-feature films in South Asia, which began in 1990, is organized by the Films Division, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting of the Government of India. So the organizing committee of the Mumbai International Film Festival is headed by Secretary of Information and Broadcasting and consists of eminent film personalities. Secondly, World No Tobacco Day on 31st May. So this yearly celebration informs the public on the dangers of using tobacco, the business practices of tobacco companies, what the WHO, that is the World Health Organization, is doing to fight the tobacco epidemic, and what people around the world can do to claim their right to health and healthy living and to protect future generations as well. Thirdly, PARAM ANANTA supercomputer has been commissioned at IIT Gandhinagar. So the government has deployed an indigenously developed PARAM ANANTA supercomputer with 838 teraflops computing power capacity at IIT Gandhinagar. The high power supercomputer can process 838 lakh crore calculations per second, which is huge. Fourthly, Yoga for Humanity, chosen as a theme for 8th edition of International Yoga Day. So the 8th edition of the International Yoga Day will be celebrated with the same, that is Yoga for Humanity, with the theme Yoga for Humanity. Ministry of Ayush has chosen this theme for the 8th International Yoga Day of 2022, which will be there celebrated globally on 21st June. Now let's see what do we have for the legal updates for the day. Firstly, right to nutritious food under Article 21 is there. So Karnataka High Court directs the state government to forthwith implementation of the ICDS scheme, which is the Integrated Child Development Scheme. So the Karnataka High Court has directed the state government to take requisite steps to implement the ICDS scheme that aims at child healthcare and nutrition. Failing to adhere to this violates the right to nutritious food for 50 lakh beneficiaries in Karnataka, which shall be a right under Article 21. Here is a question for you all. Can you tell me that Article 21 is a fundamental right? What exactly does it talk about? So if you know, let me know in the comment section below. And the above was held in the case of Sangeeta Gadagin versus State of Karnataka. Secondly, right to claim maintenance under Domestic Violence Act and under Section 125 CRPC is not mutually exclusive, says the Delhi High Court. So in the said case, the Delhi High Court has held that the aggrieved individual can claim interim maintenance while also seeking permanent maintenance under Section 125 of the CRPC. And this was held in the case of Sri Jagmohan Kashyap versus Government of NCT of Delhi. So this was all for the day. We hope you liked the session. If you did, you can like it and also subscribe to our channel. Also, if you wish to download the PDF of today's slides, you can join our Telegram channel. The link is there in the description box below. Or you can also scan this QR code that you can see on your screens right now. Thank you so much.